Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Cubbage. It is Wednesday, and it is time for Etiquette Class. Etiquette Class with Mrs. Cubbage is sponsored by Vibrant Souls, Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram, or you could email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. We are also partnered with Danetta's Avon store. There you can find all the wonderful Avon items and find all the amazing products to fill your needs. You could go to youravon.com/DANETTAHARDY for more information. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I must say it is a glorious day because it is Earth Day. This is the day we should celebrate our Earth, but we should celebrate our Earth every day, right? We want to help keep it clean, keep it strong, keep it healthy, just like we do for ourselves, right? And also, I do want to mention that the NFL draft is going to be here in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Big preparations are happening right now as we speak. So we are so excited here in the Pittsburgh area. But back to Earth Day. I want to let you know that there is Earth Day etiquette. Yes, there is. One of the things is to make sure that you shouldn't only do it on this day, but you should do it every day. Don't be a litter bug. Yes, please don't throw your trash out of the car. You know, we've all been victims of that. If you go through a drive-through, or you don't really want to go through a drive-through either, because that's not good for your health, honestly. But you go through a drive-through, you eat your fries or your sandwich or whatever, and you're like, I'm done, and you toss the bag out into the street or into the woods or wherever you are. Not good, because it takes years for those things to decompose, right? And the highway patrol, people like that, have to come by and pick it up if they don't. So please do not be a litter bug. Number 2, if you do see litter, and if you have young children even, you can make this a teachable moment, and you could have them learn about picking up trash, safe trash, and make sure that if they are picking up trash, that they are coming to you to check to make sure that this is something safe to pick up. Number 3, make sure you use things that are recyclable, okay? Try not to use a lot of plastic bottles, because that takes a long time to break down. Those things get into our oceans, and so all of those things like plastic and aluminum, things like that, can be recycled. So make sure that you are recycling. So that is very, very important. There are some other small little things that you really wouldn't consider probably being earth friendly, but it is. Make sure you don't run the water too long, right? We have all the water on our earth that we're going to get, right? There's no way to remake water. So with that being said, we want to make sure that we don't run the water when we're using it, right? Just turn it on when you need it. Turn it off when you're done. I have to teach my students that all the time, because I do at the community center have a sink in my room. So turn off the water when you're finished. Also, you want to take care of the trees. Now, there are a lot of trees, especially over the past few winters, that have just fallen, right? They've just fallen because they're dead trees. If you get the opportunity, and I know that some of these trees are amazing, and they're huge, and they're stoic, and they're amazing. But see if you could get somebody who knows about trees to come out and test your trees. You might have a dead tree in your yard, just ready to fall. One of the ways you could learn about the trees is to see the way that the leaves are growing. If the leaves aren't growing properly on your tree, and you're wondering, like, boy, on this side it's growing pretty well, but on this side the leaves are dead, or they're not growing at all, you may want to have somebody come out and check those trees. Also, one last little thing is being conscious about the amount of gas you use, right? One of those types of things. So, we try not to use a lot of gas. Gas prices are high and crazy already as it is, but it pushes the smoke from our vehicles and engines push out into our air, and it does not make the air healthy for us, okay, and for the trees even. So keep these things in mind as you go about your day and go about your world. No, try not to use styrofoam, those types of things. Use things that you could recycle, reuse, reduce the compost and things that you have. Just those simple things will help make our world a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have an amazing Earth Day. Check out all of our shows right here on the CCI Radio Show. Don't forget, we also do audio shows on SoundCloud and Buzzsprout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it and help push our messages out there into the land of YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you again really, really soon. Happy Earth Day!